Thank you, everyone. I'm just trying to get up. If you can just scroll down. Yeah, but the left. So just wait for 1 second. I'm just going to play a small video for you about the project, and then I'll get into the logistics of the project. Hey, Richard, what hole are you looking at?
DNT06.
So correct me if I'm wrong, that's the one from the 2016 drilling that graded 9 meters at 4 grams.
New Age Metals has one of Canada's largest platinum group metal projects, and our objective going forward is to find a partner who has the same philosophy as we do in terms of building one of Canada's largest platinum group metal deposits and working in the Sudbury mining district.
We've got 16 kilometers of striking PGM mineralization, currently with a resource of roughly 2.5 million ounces PGM plus gold. And within that, we have almost close to 4 million ounces palladium equivalent and 2.7 million ounces gold equivalent.
This is a hole we drilled in 2016 that confirms that there is an additional zone off of our main breccia zone, which we now call the Pine Zone.
Obviously, we provide a substantial resource, and we are updating that currently when we get the rest of the results in from the 2017 drill program.
These zones actually grading higher than the original breccia zone. 50% chalcopyrite, 50% pyrrhotite. And that's what's giving us that great grade. It's that sulfide mineralization.
Our primary focus for New Age Metals is developing the River Valley project in the Sudbury mining district.
Sudbury is obviously a very pro-mining district with a very vast history in mining, and accessing the project is extremely, extremely easy.
New Age Metals has a very technical team. As a junior mining company CEO, I've started at least 6 companies. They all run today.
I spent most of my career in the Bushveld Igneous Complex, so over 10 years PGM experience on the largest igneous platinum-bearing complex in the world.
Over the years, we've focused on the exploration and development of projects. We want to find a major mining company simply because we feel very comfortable taking it to a certain stage, but at the production point, running a mine is not really our expertise. So we're looking for a partner who can help us take this project all the way to production.
Can you put it on first slide? There we go. So the history of this project goes back to 1999 when Anglo Platinum spent $40 million exploring for platinum on this project. And from 2000, we made the drill hole discovery. In 2008 is when they actually earned their 50%, but we bought that 50% back. So we own 100% of the River Valley project. Now, they pulled back not because of technical reasons. They pulled back because their budgets were cut. And, 2008, the markets crashed, and everything happened. The platinum price crashed and what have you. And in 2011, we restarted the exploration. In 2012, we actually got our mining leases. So for the majority of the project, we have mining leases. So we actually can, it's turnkey. 2013, we did MET studies, and the MET studies we're redoing right now with Glencore. So again, it's turnkey. And then 2015 to 2017 is when we actually discovered a high-grade area in the project. If you go to the next slide. So if you look at the top portion of the left-hand portion of the project, that's where Anglo Platinum spent $40 million, and you know they that was a big section in Canada, in the sense of, you know, in Anglo Platinum to come into Canada, first time out of South Africa. So who would follow suit? Bottom right-hand corner, Impala Platinum. So Impala Platinum came and they grabbed the portion on the bottom right-hand side. We now own 100% of everything. We acquired, obviously, like I mentioned, the Anglo Platinum portion, and then we bought the Impala portion as well. So we have 100% of the whole area. Now, when I go back to Anglo Platinum didn't pull out for technical reasons, they pulled out for budget reasons. The two people that were responsible for spending that money are actually on our board now. So it again reiterates the fact that they are there for the project. Next slide. So here you can see where we focused on the northern portion, which is called the Pine Zone, okay? And that is where we found a high-grade area. Now, that whole red area is the contact, and carries on for 16 kilometers of strike. Now, that's a very small portion of the actual strike, and we're getting mineralization in the footwall. Okay, so it's dipping to the west. Obviously, all those black dots are the 600 odd boreholes that Anglo put in, drilling to the east, and we are actually getting mineralization in the footwall. If you go to the next slide, that's what it looks like in 3D. And as you can see, you're getting 9 meters at 3.9, 16 meters at 2, 9 meters at 4, 4 meters at 3. In South Africa, we mine 5 grams over roughly 1 meter, you know, depending on it's UG2 or Merensky. And this all comes to surface. So it's open pittable, 16 kilometers of strike of it, and it's 80 kilometers from Sudbury. If you go to the next slide, that's what the current resource looks like right now. 2.5 million ounces PGM plus gold, 3.9 million ounces palladium equivalent. So dollars in the ground, you're looking roughly $4 billion of metal in the ground. And we're trading at a $10 million market cap. So if you want to look at under-evaluated stock, this is probably one of them. Next slide. This is our 2017 drilling. So we just finished this in the end of 2017. So the pretty colors are IP, chargeability, and resistivity. If you go to the next slide. And again, we're getting the same mineralization, 4 meters at 5, 6 meters at 4, 6 meters at 5, 2 meters at 4. We're getting the same mineralization, same enriched mineralization in the footwall. If you go to the next slide. Okay, so bottom line is we're moving towards a PEA. We're moving towards a preliminary economic assessment, and from that, then we're moving forward to building this mine, because we're only 80 kilometers from Sudbury. So we're 80 kilometers from the largest metallurgical complex in Canada, and move forward from there. And I personally believe, like I worked most of my career in the Bushveld Igneous Complex here in South Africa. This is the next big complex to move forward. Any questions?
Can you just comment a little bit on
This is ultramafic breccia, so it's disseminated sulfides. It would be probably closer to a Marinsky reef style, but it's not, because Marinsky is not a ultramafic. It's not a breccia. Yeah, it would be closer to a. Whether it's related to Sudbury, we don't know that yet. We're still trying to. The ages don't correlate, but there must be some correlation to Sudbury. Yep. What caused the chargeability has nothing to do, no relation to the actual mineralization. The resistivity. The resistivity is what's actually giving us our, yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. So the resistivity is actually giving us our targets. We're doing IP for the resistivity, and then from that resistivity, then we get our targets. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I get that question every single time, and during the PEA, that'll obviously come out of. We've only drilled our high wall, and it's yeah. I can't answer that question. Yeah. I think that's pretty much my time.